Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yas DaKard-Reader. I know what you're looking at right now looks a little weird, but I'm going to explain it in a minute. I have tried so many times to do this video over and over and over again, and I'm not going to shuffle the cards, but I don't want you to see them before I actually tell you the meanings of them or give you the introduction. So I'm going to run through this real fast. My name is Yas DaKard-Reader. I'm coming to you with the Cartomancy messages. This video is timeless. This video is for the sign of Virgo of any of the astrological houses 1 through 12. It is for any of the signs. It's your sun sign, moon sign, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Lilith, north or south nodes. That is for you. If you are a Virgo in any of those, this video is for you. Again, my name is Yas DaKard-Reader. This is going to be a general 6-card reading, and it is in Cartomancy. Cartomancy is a little bit different from tarot because each card has a direct definition of the card, and it's also open for the same interpretation as tarot, and the energies are just like in tarot, transmutable. So it could be you or the person around you or the energy that you're feeling in you energetically, likewise vice versa. Each card is influenced by the suit that tops it or falls to the right of the card. So for the first row, we're not going to do anything in terms of what's to the top of the card. We're only going to go to the right. And then for the second row, we're going to do the top cards and the cards to the right to tie in the message for you and sum it up at the end. If you hear anything in the background, it is because I live in New York and I live in the ghetto, and that is what it is. Let's get started. All right, so your first card is a 8 of clubs. That is a wands card, and it is in terms of positive experiences on the way when we're reading in Cartomancy. That meaning of that card is a time of confusion can lead to significant problems in relationships if not resolved. So this is kind of like a warning card, but then again, it's not, because it depends on where you are in terms of the time itself. So if you are in a time of confusion, you can avoid a time of confusion by working on significant problems in your relationships and resolving them before you even reach that time of confusion. Or if you are in a time of confusion, this is a warning to focus on those things that you need to work on in this time, so that there are not unresolved relationship issues. And this doesn't mean relationship issues as in relationships as into who you're dating or who you're dealing with, spouses. We're talking about money. We're talking about your relationship with self, your relationship with environment. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next card. The next card is what you want most. The second card is a 8 of hearts. That is an upcoming social event that will provide you with important business. Who doesn't want that? An upcoming social event that will provide you with important business. And guess what? In order for you to get what you want, you have to focus on those things that you need to fix right now, so that you don't have unresolved relationship problems while you're trying to search for these social events that will provide you with important business. We're going to move on to the next card. The next card is the third card. That third card is your fears. Now, I know that you're looking at the cards on it, and again, in its most raw sense, I see that you see there are words on the cards. And now this one says independent. I don't want you to see that and hear that's what your fears are, that your fear is that you will be independent. Some people don't fear this, some people do. Wherever you are on that, that is with you and your spiritual journey. The ace of diamonds is pentacles, and in pentacles we're talking about energy, power, imagination, money, reward, success, legal judgments. Okay, so it's basically a money card, but not necessarily in terms of money. It's also, I want to say, in terms of projection, because I keep hearing the word astral projection in my head, but that has a different meaning, which will, if you like and subscribe and comment and share and keep coming back, you'll be able to see that this is a channel that we do talk about all those things. I'm trying to get through the video and also be mic conscious because of what's going on in my background. That Ace of Diamonds is important message coming relating to love or business. Now, that is your fears. So, again, if you notice that all three cards are kind of tied into each other, the first card was the time of confusion leading to significant problems in the relationship not resolved. The second card was a upcoming social event that will provide you with important business. Now we're getting to your fears. It's important message coming relating to love or business. What I'm noticing with all these cards is you're kind of confusing, you're kind of worried at the same time. So this confusion and this worry that you're working on right now, I need to let you know that that's all that's going to do is manifest more confusion and worry. So what I think you need to do is focus on your ambition, know that you can depend on it, and then so that you then can become fully independent of these emotions that resolve, I guess, when it comes to how you relate in relationships. The third card, we're now at the second row. The fourth card, because we're not the second row. We're going to go off of the card from the top first as well to explain that one before we move to the right. I do smoke and I curse, so if you hear me coughing or cursing, I'm sorry in advance already. The fourth card is what's going for you. This is a Queen of Swords. This, as you can see, is a Queen of Spades, but that's a Swords card. This Queen of Swords card is significant of a cruel woman who is extremely manipulative and malicious. So I don't want to say she's, because when I'm looking at the card itself, the face in the card doesn't even really seem malicious. She seems a little tired, but she does seem like she's rooting for you. I'm always a person to try to look at the positive side of things. So I want to say what's going for you is this person that you have in your corner rooting for you, despite the fact that they may be manipulative or malicious to those around them, or that is their vibe or the energy that they put out. They may not necessarily be that way. And it's crazy because I was listening to something earlier and it was saying it was talking about how to be more conscious with your words, and it was talking about to be what was it? To be kind without being honest is to be manipulative. So, in terms of to be kind to someone without being honest as to why you're being kind with them or why you're treating them with this kindness, if you're not honest about that, that is manipulation. And I never really thought about it like that. So maybe it could be that this person is not necessarily conscious about the way they speak, and that is why they come off manipulative and malicious, because they can sound cruel when they're not trying to. Because the next thing she said was to be honest without kindness is to be cruel. So this person could be considered cruel and manipulative and malicious because they're always being brutally honest and not thinking about the effects that it would have on somebody. Which I have had experiences with a lot of people like that. And it's not necessarily that they don't have your best interests at heart. They may care for you, but they really don't care about how they come across to you, therefore seeming a lot harsher to you. They're really like it is what it is type of person, and they'll tell you what it is even if you don't want to hear it. Moving on to the next card, and again, influenced by the card above it, that is the time of confusion. So time of confusion leading to significant problems in relationships if not resolved. So it could be a time of confusion if you're not resolving this relationship issue that you have with this person. in your life that plays this type of role in your life, or it could be if you're not if you're not communicating to this person that this is what is going on in the relationship that you share with them, whether it be friendship, family, or acquaintance, or business partner, whatever. It could be leading to a time of confusion, or mess up your investments, because you also want to realize that it's tied into this card's tied into this one as well, and eventually all of these cards are going to be tied in together. That next card is the fifth card. That fifth card, and I also want you to keep in mind that all the cards up until now have showed up right side up. So they're, in terms of their meanings, they are their meanings. If they were opposite, they would be the opposite of that meaning. This next card is a 9 of hearts. Hearts is cups, and cups is in terms of feelings very close to you. And we're going to go also with emotions, happiness, love, sharing, pleasure, and harmony. That 9 of hearts is a wishing more in a relationship, have a baby, or just to take it to the next level. Have a baby meaning as an example. And this is what's going against you. Now, this card is upside down, so it's actually not wishing for these things, not wishing for more in a relationship, or not wanting to take it to the next level. These are the things that are going against you, because you're obviously, if you're not wanting to go to the next level in any relationship, because this could be a relationship, again, if we're talking about with money, having a baby with money, could just be starting a new business, or a relationship in terms of with a friend, you're not wanting to take it to the next level. You have to give a certain level of trust to retain a certain level of trust. So if you want a person to trust you, you have to give this person a level of trust as well. It could be with anything, but this is what's keeping you. This is what's not keeping you from going forward. If you would like to know, and tying it into the card above it, it's also a heart, so it's more in it's double the meaning. It's like a double whammy, not a double whammy. I don't want to say a double whammy. It's more so of a like, for sure, that just cosigns that it is not what I'm saying it is, but it is exactly in terms of that alignment, in terms of the feelings behind the cards. So being that it's both hearts, that means in terms of your relationship surrounding emotions, love, happiness, sharing, harmony, pleasure, in terms of your home life, feelings very close to you. So these are indeed that situation. The next card, which is the last card, and is the future outcome card. And I also want to say, before I show this, we also want to keep in mind the future is always changeable. So if this is a negative card, remember that you can always manifest your future to be different. So I don't want you to take this card and think, okay, well, this card came out effed up, so what am I going to do now? Do I just, like, how do I change that? No, just take this for what it is and use it as a tip. I always say these are good tips. It's not really for sure what to go off of, because again, everything is changing. Time is vibration, existence is vibration. So at any moment, interruption within that vibration and that force field can change it to be something else. So don't always get stuck on what you see or hear in these readings. And I say that for myself as with anybody else, because I used to kind of be that person that would be stuck on waiting for the exact sign of the thing that I heard in the reading. And I was so wrong on so many occasions because of that. And once I stopped doing that, I realized that it doesn't necessarily have to resonate everything for it. It's just take what you can and go forward with it. This last card is the sixth card, and this is the future outcome. And it is a 7 of spades. That 7 of spades is a swords card. Swords is upcoming struggles that you will have to face with face that you will face or have to deal with. It is also a card in terms of negativity, problems, challenges, failure, illness, and loss. But again, a loss is not necessarily something bad. If you lose an illness, then you're doing good. You get what I'm saying? And challenges aren't always necessarily something that you're not going to be able to complete. So negativity and problems, if you get rid of negativity, you lose negativity, is not necessarily a bad thing. So let's see and look and read a little bit more into the interpretation. This card is right side up, and it is loss of a friend or other significant person in your life due to argument or disagreement. It's up, it's right side up. So again, I also want you to realize that in anything, things can change at the blink of an eye. That is with anything. So I know this card says loss of a friend or other significant person in your life due to argument or disagreement, but I also want you to realize that if that friend is negative, if that friend brings you problems, if that friend always makes their challenges your challenges, if that friend is always reminding you of your failures or keeping you tied to your failures so that you feel like you can't ascend to the next level. Because right now what's happening is, what's going against you is that you're not wanting to do these things. You're not wanting to go to the next level. So if this friend that you're losing is stopping you from feeling this way, then by all means, you need to let that shit go and cut that shit off. Cut the infection while it is still small, so that the scar is not as bad. And I'm going to do another video on talking about that, because it's so crazy how even the little things in life that we go through are such big signifiers for things that we are going to do later on in life, and they add so much more meaning to it. Again, so now we're going to tie that in with the card above it, because there's no card right to it, so that it can be a full circle reading, and then I'm going to summarize it up for you. That card above it is what your fears are. That's that third card. So again, as you notice, what you're doing is not only kind of manifesting confusion, but you're manifesting a little bit of negativity. But what I'm feeling in my heart of hearts is that it's not necessarily negativity in terms of how you view it. It's negativity in terms of you sweeping things out. Like, this generally just feels like a clean sweep. And, you know, when you sweeping, obviously there has to be a dirty room for you to sweep. There has to be dirt on the floor for you to sweep. So that's really the energy that I'm getting from this reading. And also you can see that you end with a powerful bang. So I feel like no matter the disappointment that is coming from losing this friend, you're going to be okay in all general sense. And I'm always a believer that we save our own day. So in that sense, there's no need to feel like there's a loss, because we're the ones that are responsible for our gains. So if the loss makes it sad, we just go find another gain. And some of those gains may not be able to replace what you lost, but in the same respect that it does something. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, for example, quick 2 seconds, sorry. Dang, I already did 19 minutes. I'll just edit this end piece out. But yeah. Again, my name is Yas DaKard-Reader. Learn with me, grow with me. Guys, let's learn together, let's grow together, and let's see where we get. Thanks. Like, subscribe, comment, and share.